But he's not going to be the hero that can pressure the Elk out of the lane. You know, I was looking for more something that can kick the Elk out of the lanes. But Magnus is more like a hero that can ensure his own farm. You know, not necessarily push the enemy carry out, but he's always going to be able to farm with the Empower. And you're probably going to look to have some stacks. You know,
True.
Tiny.
Yeah. That's a way of canceling out the Alk's advantage, right? Give him some sort of farm.
If you get your own stacks, you know, the Elk could just come and steal your stacks.
JT says Alchemist.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
This is bullshit.
Nice to see banter before the game, as always.
Yeah. Small smoke play from IG. I like the move they make. They obviously realize the NP is always going to beat them to the punch on the wards. You can see the wards already set up.
It'll be so funny if he kills the Elk.
What does that mean? Wobushi. I'm afraid to say it.
I don't know.
Oh, that literally means I don't know?
Yeah.
That's funny. That is good. Good
toss
meme.
for first blood.
Oh
again.
no, but he didn't get the toss back.
Oh, he has leap.
He took leap this time. He's like,
last time he had
absolutely
Starstorm
not.
at level 1. Remember the first blood? It was FNG dying the last game. He had
I
Starstorm at
remember.
level 1.
FNG died a few times out of the gate, so this time things set to be looking different as we do split runes for 2 apiece and head back to our lanes as we'd expect. Careful down bottom though, JT. No way, they're gonna make another play. He doesn't have, oh, he has leap again, yeah.
Oh my goodness. There's some clown fest, you know, before the creeps meet in the lane.
Karatich is blocking his creeps as well. Well, blocking the dire
That's
creeps.
very nice. Yeah, that's the appropriate response for what JT is doing. But
And
the
then-
creeps are still going to end up in the range of the tower.
3, 4, 5
he's
tower
dragging the
hits.
wave away.
Yeah,
Nice. Oh,
not bad, not bad,
But he
not
chooses
bad.
to get acid right away to shove the lane and secure the creeps.
Love seeing it. I always love these little level 1 plays that always make a big difference. And now Boboka, he's already cutting the next wave, or pulling it. Cutting is the right word. No, I thought he was going to, but maybe he was looking for the core here.
Block the cam?
Yeah, I guess so. A lot of shenanigans in this lane right now with the lane
Yeah,
shoving.
because the wave is already pushed towards the Magnus tower, so they don't need to pull the wave.
And then he's going to intercept the Warpiner. It's very nice. Look at us 2 supports just going crazy over these little small efficient plays, completely ignoring the mid lane. Who cares about late lane? All they do is hit creeps. We like the side
I say
lanes.
play the lane, god damn it, Tiny. Play the lane, come to the lane.
Let me right click your 0 armor hero for the toss under tower into the skewer. It begins, but FNG 1 leap and he's safely away. He had a hero, or sorry, he had a creep tanking that tower shot for him.
Look at what Boboka's doing. He's like, I know where you're heading, FNG. I have your number.
Another leap charge. But guess what? I have another toss ready.
I have
JT,
boots.
skewer in 3, but no, they're not gonna. They can't possibly kill him here, right? Yeah, not with this another leap charge. This lane is ridiculous. I do love this. Let's keep score, shall we? This game between FNG and Boboka. I think there's a little friendly. What do you call it? You know?
I'll show them what it means to lead.
Grudge match. Is this a grudge match?
Yeah. I think they'll be trying to
After
outskill
the
each
last
other.
game,
for
because
sure.
FNG died. I'm pretty sure he died a couple of times too.
He did.
Boboka the last.
Yeah, that he did. Sayush, by the way, he TPs using his teleportation, not the scroll to the mid lane, but nothing to say, still managing to get the rune is a little bit of a wasted, moment for him, unfortunately.
Wasted time. Wasted mana. Wasted cooldowns.
Wasted TP scroll as well. It's going to be 100 gold early on for him that he's playing without, but not to worry. Notice has the most OP ability, Chain Lightning, ready to go. This thing is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, this lane is going to be very good for the Doom from now on. He's going to hold the wave in front of the tower. It means Sayu is going to be having a lot of freedom to move once he has cooldown on the Nature's Prophet TP again. But Monet, you're going to die for this
He is.
Lotus Steel. Oh. That is my Lotus.
Oh, no. Quan couldn't get out in time.
Couldn't
That is
swap it out in time.
first blood.
It was close to living.
I think you can swap
blood.
while you grab Lotus, can't you? Or does that cancel the grab Lotus? I've never tried.
I'm not sure. You mean when you're grabbing the Lotus? and
Yeah, you
move,
can
make a
move-
slot.
Correct.
I haven't really tried that.
So I know in some instances that will cancel stuff. Like, obviously, you can't drop it. If you drop it on the ground, it's going to cancel. But I think if you just put it in a backpack, it should be fine. I don't know about this tech.
Here comes Soyu. I'm back. Guess what?
No.
Monet, I'm here.
Yeah, trees to block. Very good double blast off stun from Xnova. That will put a stop to this one. Mid lane, though, having a little bit of action as Baboka is rotating on through, has these early boots of speed. Won't really be able to catch Squad X, however, with the Illusory Orb, of course, having just way too much mobility this early.
Yeah, Elk is still free farming bot, so he didn't really get pressured by the Magnus as much. I also felt like Magnus shouldn't be able to do too much, but he's also gonna get his farm in return. And is there any stacks being done? Not yet. So Tiny's been busy. He's been occupied.
And I have to say, FNG's been busy as well. He's been away. This is the second, maybe third time we've seen creeps underneath the tower. JT's getting a lot out of this lane. This is very impactful, right? Because it frees up Baboka to rotate around. FNG's felt the need to chase him. That's another couple of waves that he's not pulling and reestablishing equilibrium. It's fine. Alchemist is doing fine, but, you know, so is JT, right? That's the only point I'm making.
Yeah, you feel good trading farm against the Elk, at least, you know, if you're Magnus, because you're also a very scary hero that scales. Once you get your items out and once you get your levels into Empower, you can actually farm and keep up with the Elk.
Top lane, 3 heroes here as Baboka does find a toss back onto Notice underneath the tower. He goes, Notice. Fair amount of damage here with the wand charges active, but there's just too much damage from that tower from Monet. He will drop.
Yeah, Baboka just, again, you know, another good rotation from him. Level 2, but enough to get the kill with the level 1 toss. Nicely done, and now he's going to look to protect the 6-minute rune. The 3 against 3 is going to begin very, very shortly. It'll be ideal if they can actually keep the catapult alive here. I mean, FNG used his arrow. He didn't kill the catapult. He killed... What did he kill? He killed the creep? Or he killed the neutral creep.
Yeah. It's fine, though. The cart is going to still not aggro to the tower. Even if it did, it would die immediately. Not too big of a deal.
Rune is top. VP says Gaben doesn't like us.
Nothing to say. He'll get the rune. So bottled in illusion as the supports will make their way top lane. Looking for another kill on the Notice. He's going to try and make a bit more space, but toss back into the blast off. Perfectly calculated here, Notice. Trying to live. He's got this helm of the Iron Will, so he's quite tanky, but not tanky enough. Sayush, FNG, able to trade away Xnova, but again, another painful trade here into this Doom. Monet active early, 2-0 and 1, involved in all 3 of the kills.
Yeah, very, very nicely done so far by the supports of IG, especially the Tiny. Now he's gonna take you over
nothing to say.
To the rune.
Stealing a stack, by the way. I know there was the skewer down bottom, but nothing to say. He's gonna use the illusion to tank, and he clears that small stack.
Small, nice, efficient play.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Bottle refill. That is what you do as a support nowadays, you know. Just keep constantly refill the bottle of the mid laner. Just give him resource and he'll carry the game.
It's true. It's so strange as a support these days to just sit in the fountain for an extra 6 seconds because your core is off farming. And then
you just have to wait, you know, just in case you need to. You don't want to TP right away. You just have to just check if you're needed. If the mid player needs you. Just how the way the mid laners play right now. It's a battle of the resource in the mid lane, so whoever gets the extra bottle refill or extra rune is gonna most likely be able to use it to tilt the balance on the mid lane.
Okay, nothing to say is ganking down bottom. They're really committing here. They're looking for Kira Teacher's already fairly far away, honestly. And because it's nighttime, they don't really see how far he's gone. Perhaps he's TP'd away already. Monet a little bit perhaps scared here, considering he's got 4 of his allies all the way down bottom. Xnova will join him here through the Twin Gate as pressure being applied to mid by FNG and Squad X, who will finally get their own power rune. It's an invis into the bottle of the puck.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, he's probably looking to see if he can actually use it to defend the bot tower, but it doesn't feel like they have enough people here. They're gonna have to bring more if they want to defend this tower. It's gonna be a little too late. Diabolic Elite, just level 1, but still, you know, enough for them to secure the tower. Not much VP can do to defend it, so they have to just let it go.
No, they're not gonna get mid. They just don't push that fast. Honestly,
nope.
They don't have the nature's call. I mean, Puck does decent damage here, especially with the Blitz Knuckles, giving that additional attack speed, but it's not nearly enough. Nothing to say. He'll be fine with this. Ooh, nice little cheeky deny even. And now JT is, you know, honestly, down bottom. He's being chilling and farming, but this is twofold. He's kind of stealing farm that really should be Kiritich's. Something very annoying here for the Alchemist, who at least gets a little stack for himself going.
Yeah, I mean, he's just doing the right moves right now. On the Magnus, your team is already secured your lane, and they push your tower. They place 2 wards for you. You have to just abuse everything you've been given.
Squadix.
Get the most out of it. Top lane.
Sees X Nova. There's a smoke play as well coming this way. Baboka. And nothing to say.
Just profit.
Out of the smoke. He will die. Squadix unable to really find an opportunity here to get a kill onto anything that's not a courier, basically. Maybe we'll be able to find nothing to say here. Quite isolated. Has FNG ready to throw an arrow if they want to go for a coil play, but nah, just a little bit too hard here onto this count of a kill.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Okay, Moonlight Shadow is used. JT missed a skewer down bottom on a Kiritich. That might have spooked him perhaps, but the action is going to be for the rune, which does go into the bottle again of Squadix here. Unable to avoid that sticky mine, but at least has now the bottled haste. Notice is just continuing to farm. Having Max Scorched Earth doesn't have the full efficiency of Max Devour, but I think has finally got Midas on his way. So even though he's had kind of a rough laning stage, he's still a Doom. He'll be fine. I don't know if you heard SVG's rants about this hero the other day. It's pretty good. Oh no. Oh no, if he dies here while the recipe's on the way, that would be kind of disastrous. Oh no, he is gonna die. The Midas efficiency ruined here as they're gonna make a play for Monet, who does have Sunder, but silenced and hit by the arrow. No chance to use it for him. Baboka has Toss, but no Avalanche anymore, so he's got to retreat. Has now nothing to say, reinforcing, who will at least kill the wagon. But a 1-for-1 trade here. Monet going down early into the meta is a little bit painful.
Yeah, that kind of favors VP, giving up the Doom for Terror Break for sure. Al is, he just purchased his Sacred Relic, so almost there towards the Radiance. Get the Radiance and just keep farming until you get the Dagger, and that's when you start considering coming to join fights. But even after the Dagger, I think he needs to get BKB to be confident enough to join the 5v5 engagement. I think with the Blink plus Radiance alone, you're only comfortable like going for pickoffs, not the big engagements.
I agree. I think both teams right now are kind of looking for pickoffs until you say those mobility items, the Blink Dagger, Mag as well. JT, again, playing an excellent game, I have to say. I think his itemization.
Orchid first, mostly for the Puck. I guess to a certain extent the Mirana as well. Those are very slippery heroes that you can't kill normally.
But it's more of this kind of pick-off itemization, right? Do you like it better if he would have gone for, I don't know, something scaling like Echo Saber into Harpoon early to be able to really accelerate his farm? Or what are you thinking about this?
Not really though, because I think he mentioned that IG have a much more greedy lineup overall, more scaling, so they want to get towards the late game, and getting pickoffs are a very good way of dragging the game and slowing the enemy down so that you can actually get towards your timings. And not getting Dagger early is fine this game because you have a Tiny that's also getting a Dagger, so you don't need 2 heroes to get a Blink very early.
Right. Boga's pretty far away from his... He's had a pretty good start, all things considering, but not a phenomenal start like he had in Game 1. You can see a couple of core items now online. That Radiance in particular is #1, so that farm on Alchemist is going to explode. I saw the Midas is complete, of course, and then I saw another one.
MP's gonna TP in.
Bursted, the Arcane Rune. Arcane Rune was huge there with that fresh Witchblade that Squadix has been holding on to. That's a fresh 300 gold into his bank account. Sayush is going to be in a bit of trouble, though. Baboka has the dust popping him down, as Monet will be credited with the kill there, throwing the illusions his way.
Yeah, I mean, that was still a very big kill to get onto the last year, and now they're going to reveal the Orchid on Magnus, and Puck, let's see, instantly kills the yields, so he just wants to get his defensive item ASAP.
Is there
And from
any
here-
point this game to getting like a Sanj and Kaya for the puck instead, or do you think the Yules is just the
Nah.
safer option?
Dire's top
Nah,
tower
Yules
under
is just
attack.
more reliable. It's not about the duration, reducing the duration. It's just that you can't afford to get caught by the silence.
Right. No, I mean, I that's true, right? My concern is you just set up for the RP anyway, but maybe there's a way of avoiding it with Yules. Just feels like you set up for a couple things, right? Set up for blast off, set up for split earth. Careful here as G2.iG set up onto notice. Sayush is going to find himself actually the only one RP'd because that's just how fast
no.
the Doom is. He's going to be able to perhaps even escape. No, not quite.
Arrow.
But this is trouble now. Arrow connecting onto JT. Notice coming back on in as the kill goes to SquadX. They're looking for the +1 here. Baboka breaking vision is going to find or at least cause the Elk to get stunned by the concoction. Another arrow in a second. Baboka, FNG. This little matchup. We'll see how it goes. I don't think he'll really be caught here. Arrows thrown. Yeah, there's no catching him there underneath the ward and the Watcher, obviously, but a good effort anyway. And Kiritich might even be able to get the tower. A phenomenal trade there for VP.
Yeah, that's going to help Elk get towards his BKB. So he's opting to just get the BKB as soon as possible instead of the dagger first. So a much more safer way of playing the Elk right now. Because there's just too much magic damage on IG side. Tiny, Techie / Magnus. So BKB is going to mean that the Elk can always survive those engagements if you get it off when you see them.
We slip into shadow.
It's like a very safe item for the Elk.
Dire's middle tower
They see
is under
Baboka.
attack.
They want to kill a Baboka. Dooming him even. He has a TP scroll if he wants to try and escape that way. This time the arrow connect. Wisdom,
Watcher.
or sorry, Observer ward or not. I mean, maybe. He was underneath the ward. Maybe he tanked it on purpose so that they didn't know he had a
He
ward.
tanked it on purpose, Richie. Come on.
I mean, because he was going to die no matter what, right? You don't want to get that thing dewarded for no reason.
Okay, fine. I see your logic.
Eh. Sometimes it's important, the war of information, the fog of war, right? You got to play with and without it sometimes.
I know. You don't want the enemy to kill your hard place ward. You spend like
Exactly.
the last 5 minutes trying to position yourself to place the ward. You don't want the enemy to reveal it.
It's always the worst thing. Like whenever I place a good ward, and then my allies will like auto attack it from the low ground or auto attack a neutral camp from the low ground, and I'm like, why? Now they know. Right in front of enemies to secure a last hit. I'm like, come on, guys, please. It's important to play very wise around your wards, and maybe it'll pay off. We'll see that little investment. For now, everyone just invested into their future. Bit of a farming fiesta here, Winter. 12 kills in 16 minutes. Here's a smoke now from FNG and SquadX. Yule Scepter complete for SquadX, so it doesn't really have to worry too much about the Orchid for now. Blink Dagger and 500 for Baboka. He might be in the way of this gank as he's standing in the line of fire between the smoke and Monet.
I mean, he's very close to his dagger. It's gonna suck if he dies here.
Yeah, and with the coil committed, really no way out for him. He dies. JT and Xnova moving on to the opposite side of the map, though. They have seen Kiritich on the ward. We'll
Top.
try and snipe him now.
Trying
That's
to
kind of
set
hard,
up
though.
for the Elk. Yeah, maybe the
Maybe
BKB done on the Kiritich.
They might have seen them on FNG's ward that he has in the lane, which is why that failed. Either way, good move by Kiritich to safely farm. Wow, he is farming. BKB online into the Blink Dagger next. AC is when I really think this build surely comes online.
Dire
Blink,
Ooh,
BKB,
Whisper-
AC. The classic Alchemist timing. You're already gonna be stronger than that.
And the
Sometimes
Whisper
I
of the Dread
think-
for Lesh.
sometimes I
Oh,
think you
pull back.
see-
Never mind. It's just a kill on the Sayush. Go ahead.
Sometimes
for
you
the
see people
Alchemist.
go Octarine with this build, so you're like constantly just throwing spells and just stunning people.
I think we've seen that before, right? And it just wasn't very good in that particular game because no one else did damage in the fights except, the Alk, who wasn't doing that much because he went Octarine, right?
I think whenever
I
you
wouldn't
feel
mind
like
seeing it.
you feel like you can't right click people in the team fights, that's always a good option to play out. Just use your spells, kite the enemy. Run in, run out, wait for your cooldowns. Let's try to create chaos in the team fights.
Is there any AC?
You look at the IG heroes. Like if you're an elf, you're running in. There's an RP and there's a Terror Blade. RP, okay. There is an RP that just happened, but not gonna connect onto anything.
Oh. There, you literally meant there was an RP. I thought you were talking about a figurative RP.
No,
well, that's a little bit of a whiff.
He tried to RP onto the puck. Squadix managed to dodge it with phase shift.
Well, that's going to be tough because now Kiritich, having his Blink Dagger ready, will make a play on a Nothing to Say, who has a full Bloodstone here. He's going to try and live through this. Arrow is going to force him deeper into the river as Monet trying to fight through this one. Has the Sunder. There's going to be the Doom. Do we have a Sunder? Monet? No, he's not going to commit it. Notice getting in there to interrupt him on the auto attack. Sayush is going to die. A 2-for-1 trade here. That's where
Not a
G2.iG.
bro, Monet. Not a bro. Maybe he was afraid of dying because if he got low there, there might be a chance that he dies there.
Yeah, for sure he would have died, I think. For sure. I mean, obviously, I think Nothing to Say would have lived, but me carry.
No, if it's Daracho, he would have sundered Queen right there.
100%. Well, yeah, 100%. Oh, FNG. Yeah, he's not making it out of here.
It's okay, you know, the Lash died, but his team got 2 kills and they're gonna get a tower here. So in Lash's words, he's gonna say it's a good trade for him. It's okay. Sometimes you gotta tank one for the team.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Good pick off there onto the Lesh. I think, what did he picked up the Shielderin, which probably made a noticeable difference in that engagement, given more time for G2.iG to reinforce. But either way, not the worst trade for VP, but not the one they were really looking for either.
Nope.
And so, Monet continues to farm, almost has his Scotty online here, Winter.
Yeah.
If they get a Roche, I think.
The Elk is only like 2k ahead of the Terror Blade. It's not sufficient for the Elk. He needs to get something done.
They are going to Roche, but they see it on the ward. I don't know if VP get here fast enough, honestly. This is very fast out from G2.iG. And indeed, it's basically impossible. We'll see if they want to force this fight or not, as Roche will get in one last slam before he goes, leaving the Aegis to the grasp of Monet. Now, VP do find the D ward at the very least before they take a fight. FNG, the one to break the smoke. And as G2.iG continuing to hold around the high ground area, they see Nothing to Say. He showed underneath the ward. They blow up the Techie's mine, giving some more vision onto G2.iG as they make the jump now onto Nothing to Say, who does manage to get off the Pulse Nova. Regen Rune active here. They do manage to cancel it now. They hit him with the Doom. He is going to be taken down. Monet not in vicinity this time. No chance for the Sunder save. JT just kind of fighting mano a mano now, as it's Kiritich who gets on top of Baboka, pops the BKB, does commit for the kill, as the Vessel might be enough to take down the Techies. No, he lives on 10 HP. That is until Squadix jumps in to finish him off. 3 dead here for G2.iG. They conserve the Aegis on the Monet TB, but they lose almost everyone else.
Yeah, that's not ideal for sure for IG. Big blow there. I mean, for the Elk, he's happy, you know. First BKB, actually not the first, the second BKB use, and wins his team a team fight here, and it's going to help him get towards the AC. I think this AC timing is going to be very, very huge for him. He needs to try to find a way to take control of the game. They need to wait for the next zoom to be ready before they move. 70 seconds. I honestly feel like in the team fights, as long as they get the Doom onto the Lash, I think that the team fights are still going to be winnable for them. And they need to try to use Sunder. I feel like if they can use the Sunder to save the Lash, that's going to win them the team fight.
Is there ever a point where that shifts, where you want to start seeing the Sunders more onto the TBs, or do you think it should mainly be the Lash?
For himself?
No, should the Doom ever... should the Doom ever doom the TV? Apologies, I got confused with the spell names there for a second. Or do you think it should mainly be Lesh getting doomed?
No, I think you'll get to a point where the Terror Blade is also going to be a bigger problem than the Lesh, you know. I feel like maybe one more item.
Oh, wait, hold on. Check this out. This is a sneaky move. Kiritich jumping on in. The counter initiation, though, is pretty good. And Kiritich gets off his BKB. He's tanky. He's tanky, and he's killed both of the supports who tried to snipe him after they grabbed the Tormentor. Okay, BKB active, forcing JT to use the RP as Monet still trying to find a fight here, finding for a kill. And reaching, will be unable to really get too much of anything at all. Good effort there from G2.iG, who were just watching them take the Tormentor, but couldn't quite put everything together that they needed.
Yeah, but they got the Tormentor kill.
Oh, did they?
So yeah, they got it. So
sneaky.
Who got it?
Baboka.
Baboka got it. So, not the most
No,
useful
but
one.
most importantly, it's about preventing anyone from VP getting it, you know? That's that's just a win.
That's always nice.
Because then probably who would have gotten it? Probably it would have been between
Mirana and
FNG or Squadix, because Sayush already has his. And given a puck a shard,
the Doom shard is like, is that a meme? Is it a meme?
What, level death? Oh no, they changed it, right?
No, Scotch off.
Yeah, no, I don't know about this.
Heal Doom and his control units.
Doom. Seems pretty decent. It's a lot of DPS. Smoke play on through. They will be able to sneak past the illusions here. But strong positioning now from the side of G2.iG, who have the wards down. Arrow actually catches Baboka. Squadix wasting no time. He jumps in. Maybe wasn't expecting this many. Oh, but the follow-up initiation for Kiritich is pretty good. Monet, he still has the opportunity to get off the Thunder. Still has the Aegis for another minute as the Doom finally had nothing to say. He is going to end up going down. Monet as well will conserve the Thunder for the second life, but I think this fight might already be lost. Arrow perfectly connecting there. The rest of G2.iG doing what they can, but from a distance must watch their cores die as Monet dies the second time. What an initiation. FNG goes fishing with the Arrow, sets up that fight beautifully for VP.
Yeah, I mean, IG just unaware of what's happening there. They didn't have a RP, so they were clearly not ready to the team fight. I mean, JT tried to BKB and his skewer to try to save his team, but once the Doom was on Lash and he's not regenerating from the Bloodstone, the fight is pretty much over there.
I want to highlight the angle that VP took that fight from, right? The arrow came from like the mid-tier 1 tower almost. It came from like the river, and then the puck initiation and the rest of the heroes came from the high ground. I don't think G2.iG, I don't think they were ready for that kind of a move, especially with the confidence that they had from the Techies Mines and the ward. That was a really nice move from VP.
Yeah, very nicely done for sure by VP, and now they are gonna be able to get another item, I guess, onto the Doom. I think once the Doom gets to his late game kit, you know, the Shivas with refresher. I mean, he's actually not going refresher. He's going for use. Use? He wants to just use the Magnus when he goes in, or he just wants to maybe get a Wind Waker late game. I mean, all the offlaners are getting used here right now, getting Wind Waker, Octarine Core. Guess that's the build now, you go on offlaners.
Well, he's going to continue scaling. I mean, G2.iG are also scaling pretty decently. Monet has taken a couple deaths now recently, but now with the Chrysalis online is packing a bit more of a punch, especially when he has that Empower on him. The first BKB for JT, not perfect in that fight as he was trying to turn this thing around, but they're still scaling, man. But the Dooms have been on point, credit to Noticed. Nothing he's been doing wrong here. Is there a next big item you're waiting for here, you're looking forward to on G2.iG? We talked about like the Dooms items, his builds. Obviously, Alchemist
BKB on Terrorblade. I feel like he needs it. Like, it's just getting focused on by the Mirana arrow and the Elk stun, you know, and just dying in the team fights.
Does he need it more than he needs Daedalus?
I feel like damage is not the issue. It's more about him not being able to survive in the team fights.
Okay. I believe it.
I feel like he should just leave the Crystallis and just finish the BKB.
So what he chooses to do. I agree. He's right now probably saving for buyback, but eventually might decide to make a move into one item or not. 50 seconds until the fastest Roche spawn. It about it's more likely that it spawns bottom, but there's still a solid chance that it spawns top. About a third that it spawns top with the respawn timer, if my quick math is right. Yeah, pretty much. So 33% chance it spawns top. So down bottom, Xnova's already setting up vision, some mines, you know, getting the whole 9 yards up here. But top is where VP currently have the better vision set up. I wonder where they would want to take this kind of a fight for Roche. It's an important one. This is Roche number 2. We'll have a cheese. No, it is third Roche.
Ideally, they try to force somebody to go back to the base to defend, you know, the top or the mid lane before they go down towards the bot area. And they're probably going to be very aware that IG is already setting up camp at the bottom area. So if they want to contest that, they have to force someone back, or they have to smoke and cross the map. They cannot use the twin gate for sure.
Right, that would just be death. Tier 2 trade for Tier 2 trade. I think G2.iG are thinking about the same, as they've already taken this Tier 2 tower earlier, but we'll be looking to force some rotations on back. We'll see now. It is a long Roche, 2 minutes, so it'll spawn back down bottom, favoring G2.iG here. We'll see if, like you said, Winter, VP can force some rotations, force some moves around the map to make it a bit easier for them to contest this next Roche, as they will be the ones to
they
TP
have to
back
go back
first.
and smoke now. They're TPing back to do it.
Winter, though, we saw the item pop up. Monet, he has not bought out, but he has completed.
I mean, he's,
did he buy?
so risky,
He did buy
you know.
out. He bought out for Daedalus, pardon me.
I mean, it's so risky. I feel like he just needs to survive in a team fight. And they're gonna win it no matter what. If you live through the first initiation by the Doom, with the elk jumping in with the stun, once that is over, I feel like IG is just gonna win the team fight. So as long as they can survive, it's not about like damage, you know. They have damage as long as the fight is dragging on. Heroes are alive, your Lash is outputting damage, Terror is hitting with the illusions and power.
I get it. I see what you mean. I also might
he's like
prefer
he's just
testing a
trying to
BKB.
kill him before they do anything with the Daedalus, which I feel is a very risky thing right now. So they're gonna smoke. This is gonna be a very key fight. Roche is gonna
Go
spawn in
for
40
it.
seconds.
There'll still be some time. There's an amplified
Yeah,
damage
let's
room
see
being
if
chilling
they
in the
can actually
river
get a
as
high ground ward on the techies. Techies is
G2.iG.
one ward.
They scan up first, as most of the mines now have already been dispatched. That's the last of them. Smoke play by now VP, as G2.iG trying to wrap around here. Okay, Smoke is gonna break now as noticed. Oh no, actually first, what a jump in from the puck. 3 silence the Doom. This time it's onto Monet. He's already dead. Now they have to contend with the Bloodstone heal on Nothing to Say, but they've got a vessel for you, my friend, and he has no dispel. He is gonna be taken down. Squadix, what a player this game on the puck. Been an absolute hero with his initiations, silencing and coiling 3. Absolutely well done.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, I mean the Terror it doesn't matter if you have so much damage, you're just gonna die if you don't have BKB. Sure, I mean you can make the argument he got Doom, but then you know, I mean that's the issue in a team fight. You know, they're not really surviving through the initial jump. You know, if they can't survive it, it doesn't matter whether you have a lot of damage.
Also,
just not gonna be able to
holy
outplay.
moly, this Wrath of Nature did 3,000 damage? Or a
Wrath of
ton of
Nature?
what? Wrath of Nature. Sayush did as much damage?
It's probably the curse as well, the curse of overgrowth.
I guess it must
I
be.
mean,
Maybe
he
I
did
really slept on him.
3,300 damage in the team fight.
He did as much as what, the Doom and the Alk? Like that was, he's punching well above his weight class, I gotta say. It's value right there. As now Roche, having freshly respawned, is going to be focused down by VP. The spoils of their one fight. No real opportunity for G2.iG to contest this. Not a chance. That is Parasma finishing out for Squadix to boot. Abyssal on the Alchemist. And now an Aegis and Roshan's banner ready to go.
Have you had this discussion about the banner? How you should use it?
We have. Yeah, we have. And I actually won
What was
you
the
over on...
conclusion last
Well,
time?
I think you said you like to put it in the opposite lane, right?
Uh-huh.
And then I said I like to usually put it in the mid lane because it takes too long. Unless I already have super... Well, I'll just always put it in the mid lane.
Did I agree? I agree, right?
You had
Mid
not
lane.
considered that point, and you said that's a good point. But you didn't really say that's better than putting it opposite. So,
No,
for example...
It's better. It's better to play in the mid lane.
Right, because you were saying I want to put it right now. If you're VP, right, Winter would want to put it top so that the creeps push opposite, right? And I said, well, I don't really care because the thing takes so long. The buff only lasts like a minute or whatever, and usually you only get to fight like a creep wave or two. And I would rather put it in the mid wave where you're going to be pushing, you're going to be breaking back door a little bit easier, right? We'll see where they use value.
It. If you put it on the opposite side, usually you don't get so much value out of it.
That's what I think.
It takes too long.
But, you know, you balance that because the enemies are probably not going to focus it and kill it down. Whereas you put it in a mid, there's a chance if they push waves aggressively, they might get it. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it's not the biggest thing. It's not the biggest difference maker in the world, but it adds up, these little differences for sure. But VP now, state of the game for them, looking pretty darn good. Kirateach about maxed out. I mean, obviously he's got his Aegis holding a slot. He can upgrade the Blink Dagger once.
Aghanims.
And then
give your team the Aghanims.
True.
Give them the gold back.
True. Yeah. I don't think anyone has an
first person you gave.
It's obviously Doom.
No, Puck.
No, I think for me it's obviously Doom. Because think about it, you self Doom in the fight, you're not getting tossed, you're not getting RP'd or skewered. Hopefully you're on top of either TB or Lesh or any one of them, you know? I think it's Doom for sure.
Fair point. We'll see.
Radiant are scanning.
Well, hold on, push back a little bit. Why do you think it should be Puck?
Dude, have you seen Machine Gun Puck?
I have, but explain it to me like I haven't.
It kills everything. I mean, you run in with the call, you call heroes, and then the elk jumps in to follow up with a stun, and then you're just there, you know, you can kill stuff. I think it's just, and you have the Charisma, so you deal so much damage.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think they're both good, but for me, I'd go Doom for my 4,200 investment out from the Alchemist. We'll see if the game develops to that stage, as already G2.iG, after winning their first game versus VP in game 1 of this BO2 series, well, they're starting to cover the base with the techies' minds, and that's kind of what Xnova's job has devolved to at this point. There's quite a few. I mean, you have Tossback, you have Skewer, so this is kind of no joke. Remember the Natsumi Monkeykin game for Boom Esports? You can...
Yeah, I'll never forget that game.
I'll never forget it either. That was the craziest thing I've ever seen. You can definitely lose a game like this if you're VP.
I mean, does it look like Helm's Deep right now, IG space? You can just defend there
It's a
forever.
good reference. Very solid reference. Helm's Deep.
I mean, you need the guy with the torch, right, running into the base to break the wall down.
Yeah,
who's gonna do
that
it?
was a that was an Urukai with not really a torch, but kind of a breaching charge. I think is more accurate, but fair enough. I see what you mean.
You need someone to sacrifice himself to open up the base, you know, to run into all the mines and take it out.
Honestly, the city of Minas Tirith was much better fortified than Helm's Deep, but what do I know? I've only watched the movies once. Good movies, though. You need Grand. You need Grand to get into this base now with all these proximity mines set up. Bots 2 on Squadix. So not only is he very fast, but he can TP in onto any of his heroes or even Treants if he needs to. That can be quite significant here. And Sayush is almost actually at this site of Vice. He might just buy out for it. That's a big item here for him.
I mean, right now they have to just try to, I think, place lane wards and go for pickoffs with the MP and the level 2 bots. And once you get a pickoff, you push high ground. I think if you don't kill anyone, it's like near impossible to go high ground. Even if you have this 20k lead, Tiny and Magnus with techies. Good luck, man. They have to try to somehow kill heroes off, but IG, they're gonna actually just venture out of the base. This is a very bold move.
Well, they know Aegis is expiring. There's a shielder in here, but of course that's not going to do much if you're doomed, as of course Doom dispels. There's Demon Zeal as well, I just heard, right? No, I didn't hear Demon Zeal. What did I hear? I heard something that I swore sounded like Demon Zeal. Oh, was it the first axe being gifted? It was. Who did he give it to? He gave it to Puck. Okay. All right, well, you were right, Winter. You were
Richie.
right, and I am wrong.
Richie.
I said it. I admit
Machine
it.
gun puck.
Machine gun puck.
Radiant's middle tower.
And you made
see.
me, okay, I kind of agreed with you, you know, because you said I have no pushback. I mean, you made a fair point with the Doom, you know.
Yeah, I think you make a fair point as well. For me, the reason I still prefer the Doom is if you self-Doom at the start of the fight, it just makes it way easier for you to play the fight if you're Doom. Right now, I don't really think they have damage issues as long as the Doom gets applied, right? And that's why I like it on the Doom. But if you're confident that maybe this item, maybe I undervalue it, right? Maybe this item with the Ag Scepter now on the rapid fire, Squadic is just going to tear right through people, Doom or not. That could very well be too, you know? We'll see in this next one. I'm certainly looking forward to that.
Yeah, because if you look at how the team fights might develop, the Magnus might try to focus the Elk or the Doom with the RP. So whenever that happens, you need to actually carry the team fights as Puck. You know, you need to deal damage. You need to kill off the support. So what better way, you know, to do it than to get the axe, you know?
No, I definitely see a case for that, and I'm looking forward to potentially seeing that here. Nothing to say, just hit a big talent, 20% damage reduction during Pulse Nova, as this time Kiritich is not dying solo to the Tormentor. So that's the second level 20 on his team. Mag already has his, Shockwave damage, kind of meh. I mean, it's a good amount of damage, don't get me wrong, but not really, I think, a game changer for him meaningfully. What else do we have? Scorched Earth cooldown? Do we have like almost permanent Scorched Earth now? Seems like we might, right? What's the duration?
Close.
16. It's
Almost
1.8 second
seconds.
downtime. Yeah.
No,
Or 2.8 second downtime.
2.8 seconds.
Quick maths, you know? I've been doing too much Balatro, so my math only good for multiplying.
Shadows.
Don't worry, you have me. That's why I'm here. Just to double check on your math, yeah. They always tell you to check your work. Always double check your work, and I'm here to do that.
Thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Roshan spawning in 13 seconds as soon as. Could be another 3 minutes. Either way, guaranteed to be back down bottom. This time, G2.iG eager to try and hold on and hoping for a fast Roche here to try and get themselves all the tools they can for this upcoming fight. It's the Goldilocks of Roche. Not too long, not too short, but I think for G2.iG, a bit too long for them. An extra minute and 15 seconds, they just cannot really wait that long, especially with the Treants pushing lanes, Wrath of Nature every so often. Yeah, that's a bit unlucky for them.
I mean, what can you do? You have to try to... Maybe you need to get a Travels on someone at this point. Probably the Lesh.
Probably Lesh, I would say, yeah. But he also wants a Scythe, which is very reasonable, right? Because they have had and are continuing to have catch issues into this puck. I mean, maybe JT can still pop off here with a potential, you know, Chrono RP on his Magnus, but we honestly just really haven't seen that play out. Notice cutting another way, but right now G2.iG, they're the ones smoked up there. Just gonna push in here, seemingly lots of illusions. The wagon, Sayush, he might get caught and will be caught as Boboka with a quick toss back. The skewer whiffed though, and Sayush, he lives just a little bit longer, long enough to get the curse of the old growth off. That gives vision here, so notice he's confident jumping in. Nothing to say, almost catching that arrow as he does retreat off of the high ground. A 1-for-1 trade here. They clear the wagons. Oh, and Meta was
Force
used.
them back. Yeah, they force them back and Roche is up.
Meta was
This is
used,
good.
Winter. Oh, Kiritich, you madman. He's just jumping in. Wants to take down X-Nova and should be able to burn him to death. It'll be at least Squadix who jumps in to get that done. BKB forced as well out from Monet. No way in hell you are contesting this Roche now if you're G2.iG. That is, if VP know it's up and want to take it.
But at the same time, I feel like if they don't contest it, I mean, I guess they can just rely on the techies and the Magnus Tiny defending higher ground.
Yep.
If they go out and contest it, they have a bigger chance of losing a team fight.
I don't see what other choice you have, honestly. Because you don't have Meta, you don't have BKB on your TV.
You still have RP.
You have RP, but I don't think that's enough. I genuinely don't think you're ever catching... Because this Doom's a problem. He's got his own Ag Scepter now. He bought it, right, on notice. This Puck is a problem, and obviously Alchemist is a huge problem. You're not catching all three of those guys in an RP. I don't think you need a 5-man RP to win a fight, but I think you need at least 2 of them. Without the Doom being applied, I don't see that happening here. Not with this Roche fight. And they're not going to have the time for it either. Roche goes down. Kiritich now his second Aegis of the game as the Refresher Shard into the inventory here for Squadix. Level 25 talent taken is the Chemical Rage regen.
Where did they put the banner? They use it?
Does the next Roche give a banner as well? All the Radiant Roches do? They put it mid. It's underneath the tier 3, yeah.
Yeah, so this is what you were saying, right? Just put it in the tower.
Yeah. If you want, you can even try and put it a bit further up. Hold on, we're fighting, or not really fighting as much as dying, but Boca's dying. JT, he really does not want to have to use the BKB, but he's gotta. No other way out of this. Wait, Doom applies mute. That cancels your TP. Notice he did the math. His math's better than mine. The Aviana's Feather or not. He goes down, JT. He's dead for a minute and a half. That's such a huge level 25.
He has buyback. They're going to have to force it right now. That's going to be huge if they can actually force it. 70 seconds window.
I love that. I love that. Notice is like, wait, I'm 25. Dude, I can cancel his TP.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just forget things.
Yeah, after hardwiring that Doom always cancels TPs, now you've got to learn it the other way. Mine's going off here as in March the Treants just trying to demine as much as possible. Kiritich wasting no time of his up to the high ground. Fortify was used. There is another fort ready for G2.iG. They did not mistime it. And the Scythe of Vice is ready here on Lesh. Now, the only defensive item Squadix has this game, Winter, besides the Yules, is the Kaya and Sime. So no BKB, no, debuff immunity here. It's going to have to be a bit careful here. Another Doom ready to go in 25 seconds. It's the blink back up to the high ground from Kiritich. He's going to be tossed back just once here. Still has the Aegis hexed up. That's the Hex reveal out from Nothing to Say. Pretty darn good, but Baboka, he just dives to the rapid fire Dream Coil. He does have buyback back in 50. Kiritich back alive again. Another Chemical Rage popped. Has all of his abilities ready to go, including BKB and this Abyssal. As there's going to be the Refresher Shard use. Squadix making another jump in. Look at this rapid fire Dream Coil. Nothing to Say. He can do nothing but die. Dead for a minute and a half. He bought out for the Scythe of Ice. I don't know if they know. Oh, but Kirit, notice he's on it. Oh my God, JT. Oh, close your eyes, G2.iG fans. He's whipped the RP. Oh, it's not at all what he wanted. A great Sunder, though, at least. They will kill Notice. JT's going to live inside the fountain as well as Squadix even's going to be forced back. But a game to forget for JT here. That's where they needed him, unfortunately. Oh, but another skewer. All right. Okay. That's what we were looking for. An immediate buyback, though, from VP. Sensing blood in the water. They're going right back in here. Oh, goodness, Winter. What a game we have on us.
No way you have another second minefield ready.
Yeah.
No way. It's like
I bet you can't do that again.
And end the game.
Yeah. No way you've got a second minefield. No way you've got a buyback on your Tiny. Dead for 30 seconds. We're not even going to hit the top lane. We don't even need the Megas. Kiritich letting loose now. Trying to end this game, trying to take VP to a 4-2 position as they get the kill on Tamone. That was basically free. The instant buyback, though, he held on to at least the meta, but he doesn't have BKB or meta for another 25 seconds, and he's going to be jumped immediately a second time. Another buyback now from JT. He needs to get a skewer back, but it's not going to be against Notice, and it's not going to be against anyone else, because this game is all over. VP, they get the 1-1 draw on this best of 2 series.
Yeah, I mean, nice.